I wanted to bring attention to a pressing issue in the world of stand-up comedy that just kind of went down the past couple of days.
Was it your set last night?
It was, yes. It was terrible. There's a Facebook group called Displaced Comedians that was set up during the pandemic for people like if you lived in New York or something and then you had to move back to Iowa. It was supposed to be a place where they would post Zoom shows so you could continue to work on your craft during the pandemic. And now it's just being like just a regular comedy group kind of thing. And so on November 18th, a guy named Paul says, "Hi, everyone. I've started a very exciting venture. I have arranged to have a cruise dedicated to open mic stand-up comedy for the entire week. It will be next year."
Well, that sounds fun.
It'll be next year, November 13th through 20th, 2022, on Royal Caribbean's Oasis of the Seas, which is the largest cruise ship in the world. Hey!
That's impressive to me.
No, that boat
still sounds
that
good,
boat-
right?
I've seen that boat. It is legit fucking enormous. I think it holds like
Yeah, it's the biggest boat in the
it's
world.
like 6,500 passengers.
Yeah, but how's the mic?
How are the acoustics?
You know, they've got some
Are the
mic-
crowds hot? Are
Yeah.
the crowds hot? No.
They've got some shitty mics and some cool hotels. You know what I'm saying? So I've attached a flyer with many of the details. This is very exciting, and to my knowledge, has never been done before. And
Probably for a fucking reason, Paul.
he says, "I know you have many questions, so if you're interested, please call or IM me." And he actually put his real number on the thing.
Let's call him right now. Let's call him right now.
I'm sure he's dealt with enough.
Where's my phone?
So this is the flyer. It says, "Stand-up comedy party show. Comics. Add cruise ship to your credits. Vacation with us to the Caribbean and perform for a private group aboard Royal Caribbean Cruise Line's Oasis of the Seas. Bring your spouse, friends, etc. The rest of the time is yours to enjoy." It's like, oh, thank you for that. You mean I don't have to work in the engine room?
This other 6.5 days is all yours. I'm giving you that.
Yeah, that part comes free. The mic is $617.
Open mics on land are dog shit.
Yeah.
Like if I have to go to an open mic, like going to the open mic at the Liquid Zoo is rough enough. Like you want me to go on a boat?
Yeah, it's the Liquid Zoo, except Van Nuys is the ocean. And you can't leave.
And mind you, we're talking about a place we like going.
Yeah.
And also, like, I know how bad crowds are on cruise ship shows.
Yeah.
Like actual
I
book
can't
shows.
imagine
They're-
a cruise ship open. Like, cruise ships are nothing but old people and foreigners.
Right. Well, that's what I was saying. I'm putting myself in the non-comedian regular passenger on this boat where it's like, okay, you can either sit on the deck and drink, go to an endless buffet, see world-class entertainment, or go see a bunch of idiots in a room at an open mic comedy show. It's
Or
like,
jump off the back of the boat.
or jump
off
jump
the back
into
of the boat.
the propeller like the guy in Titanic.
Yeah, like that's what a bad.
So he says, when you choose to cruise with us on this special open mic cruise, you'll have the opportunity to perform between 15 and 20 minutes. There's an asterisk. The length of the set is determined by the number of comics on board. And they're going to be performing for an audience of stand-ups, and it's a private group. So from
So
what
it's
I can
literally
tell,
just an open mic.
it's just the open micers. I don't even think it's like open to the public. It's
No.
it's like having like a cruise.
Like renting a conference room on a cruise ship.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
This guy just works for a sales job at a cruise ship.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
It sounds like he like found out. He's like, oh man, if I can get like 10 people to go, we get a group rate discount.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get 10 comics to go,
Or
and
he
I'll get a
gets-
group rate discount.
Yeah, he gets money from everybody who signs.
Yeah.
up.
But that's
I'm
not
sure.
like, dude. My friend did a run on Holland America, and he does a lot of impressions and shit. And he does like he would do T.J. Miller and stuff like that. And these old people are like would
don't-
not know who they were.
Yeah.
So we got together and we came up with what we called the hack list of cruise ship impressions. And the only ones that were working, he was like, oh yeah, you know what killed tonight? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
You really don't want to do a TJ impression on a boat because if you yell "There's a bomb on the boat," you're getting
Oh,
you're going to the brig.
Well, that TJ Miller impression actually got him some work because he was the one person who did it. So when TJ did that bomb thing and they needed a TJ Miller impersonator for How to Train Your Dragon 3, there's only one fucking guy who does it.
No
Justin
shit.
Ruppel.
Oh, that rocks. Hell yeah.
That's
Shout
why
out
I didn't
Justin
realize
Ruppel.
that's how he got the
That was how he got it. Somebody heard him on First Impressions on the competition show he was on, do TJ Miller, and they were like, well, fuck, we need a TJ Miller now.
So
That's cool.
If it wasn't sketchy enough, it's about to get sketchier. We're looking for new comics who have only between 1 and 5 years of stage experience.
That way you're
Those-
dumb enough to fall for this.
Exactly.
Non-professionals only. So everybody needs to piss on the floor and yell at the bartender.
Nah, that just is the we're not going to pay you.
Yes, yeah. There will be a total of 7 2-hour-long open mics during the cruise. So it's not even like
Is it fourth wall rules where like once you're in, you're locked in and you can't fucking leave too?
Yeah.
Oh, this is hell.
Oh, and this is my favorite detail. So the performance schedule is based on a lottery system. So it's a bucket. It's not even like when you're going up. You have to take 2 hours out of your cruise every day to show up here in hopes that you maybe get to go up.
Drown in a river of fire, Paul. Drown in a fucking river of fire.
Oh, and
Where's an iceberg when you need one?
and even though you're only performing for other comics and whoever they manage to drag onto this boat, comedy up to PG-13 only. So you can only say fuck once in your act, and you can't be dirty.
Well, that's dude. Those cruise ships, dude. They don't fuck around sometimes with how clean they want you to be. You can't talk about anything. You can't talk about the boat that you are on. They seriously, they're like, don't bring it up.
So it's like when they did the comedy show at the Scientology Center.
Yeah,
Just
DC
don't-
Benny does a whole bit about when he got kicked off of a cruise ship
for
because-
making fun of the boat.
No, because on the cruise that he was on, somebody fell off the boat. And
he commented on
and
it.
they were like looking for the person, and then they were like, and then finally they were like, "Hey, so we're not looking for Sarah Johnson anymore, but come to the comedy show tonight." And he said
wait.
everyone showed up, and they were bummed out. He didn't know what to do, and he was impersonating the captain on stage, just like making fun of him because he was Italian. He's like, "Hey, everybody, water blue, all this stuff." And he said the captain walked in.
Wait, so the captain
And the captain goes,
lost.
maybe I get up on stage and tell jokes. And he's like, well, maybe if I drive the boat, nobody fucking falls off. And he was on a helicopter the next morning off of the boat.
I just love that the captain was like, well, I lost somebody, but hey, I'm going to get some laughs.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get a laugh. You've earned it. They say, Giuseppe, you lost someone overboard, but you know what you need is to laugh at the comedy stylings of, Jimmy O or whoever.
Like, did he think that was going to pick up his spirits? Like, all right, somebody died, but maybe if I tell some jokes for a few minutes.
Yeah.
The show goes on.
Yeah.
Well, so I think you seem a little bit down about this idea. It doesn't seem like it's a good idea, but I've got some news. So this actually includes one free hour-long cocktail party. So you get 1 hour worth of free
okay,
drinks.
I changed my opinion. Now I'm
Yeah,
sold, you guys.
yeah.
Can I get the website to sign up?
But there is an asterisk.
Of course there is.
The cocktail party will only happen if they sell 16 cabins. So
He just found out he could get a group rate. That's all this is. He found out he could get a group rate, and he's really, really hoping.
so the ports are Miami, Coco Cay, Bahamas, San Juan, and San Martin. Great price, starting as low as $617 a person.
As low as.
yeah,
as low as,
It's
yeah.
definitely going to be higher.
Well, so that $617 includes an inside cabin. So that's cool. You don't have to sleep on the deck. With all taxes and port fees included, other cabins available at additional cost. So he posts this, and immediately people are asking questions. For instance, John asks, who is the private group? Do we only get to perform once a trip? And Paul says, you will be performing for whoever books the cruise in our group, which will be other comedians, their family, friends, and anyone else who books the cruise exclusively with us. I could expect that we'll have 200 to 300 people in the group, but not all comedians.
Wow.
I was like, I expect you won't.
I know you will not.
I don't think there are 300 comedians with $617 to their name.
God, no. I think if 300 comedians get together, we'll have $617.
My prediction is we'll do better than potluck. That's
Yeah.
my prediction. I think more people are going to be excited to spend $670 to come on this cruise ship to maybe get up once in 7 days.
Well,
Then
the crazy part to me is he thinks people are gonna invite their friends and family
Yeah.
to this bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't invite my friends and family to shows.
and if you did, they wouldn't come.
Yeah.
It's people will ask about your shows all day, and then the day it comes, they're like, I actually had to like sit at home and do nothing because I didn't want to do that.
I couldn't make it to Coco Cay, Bahamas. Sorry,
Yeah.
Sam.
I just legitimately hate performing for people I know.
Yeah,
I just don't
do
like
too.
it.
You know,
I want
It sucks to like see somebody you know while you're on stage.
You know, I was in one of those Jimmy Buffett prop planes headed for the Virgin Islands, but then I had to take a shit. Sorry, I couldn't come see y'all's act. I really wanted to, but
I had one show that I did one time. My mom came to it, and I told her, I was like, sit in the fucking back, please. But her friends came and got a table up front.
Yeah.
And I have this weird thing. If there are lights in my face, I can see the front row and nothing beyond it.
Yeah.
And I walked on stage, and I didn't realize that my mom had sat there. I walk on stage, I could see my mom's face and no one else. It was the most awkward set I've
Sucks,
ever had in
dude.
my life.
I went to Austin and that's where my parents live. That's where I grew up. I don't move
You
to
look like
Austin
it.
because of Joe Rogan. I just want to say that. Yeah, and they were driving me around to shows, and I had to do this show, and everybody's like, yeah, it's in a brewery. It can be good, but, it's a brewery, so it's not that great of a space. And I walk in, and there's people there, but the comic on stage is eating shit. And my mom has to walk by the stage to like go to the seating, and the guy is like talking about abortion. He just like, as my mom walks by, he goes, "What about you, ma'am? Have you ever had an abortion?" And it's just like, God damn it! I hate that I put my parents in this position because I knew this could happen.
I
know?
wish your mom was
Yeah.
quick enough to just like look behind her at you and be like, I tried.
wish. Yeah.
She just
Tried, but
yeah, he's up
came out
next.
She just ignored him like everyone in the audience was already doing.
Jared asks, will we get the opportunity to work for Royal Cruise Lines in the future?
No, you will not.
Well, Paul responds, you are missing the point. The point is that you will get to perform 15 minutes or so on a cruise ship in front of hundreds of people and have a great vacation.
So it's not just for open micers.
No, it is. It says, unless you are a professional, you will never get to perform on a cruise ship.
Wow.
Are you performing in front of an audience of hundreds of people now? I can pretty much guarantee that all of my other non-comedian guests who booked a cruise are doing so because they want to see all the comedians. That is the whole point of the open mic cruise.
So yeah, there is other people in open
Wow,
micers.
he's coming at you hard.
Will asks, and this is
He's so
old-
sure that this was a good idea.
Oh,
Like, he
oh,
was
yeah.
so sure of it.
Oh yeah,
Like the way he responded to that is like, listen, asshole, I can't back out now, so I have to defend this in every way.
You know how show
I already blocked out 15 rooms. And I'm going to eat my deposit if you guys keep on punching holes in this
I'll
idea.
be goddamned if I don't get my cocktail hour.
he tried to make a flyer for this too, and
Oh,
it
that-
looks like a show flyer, but
Yeah.
it looks like fucking garbage.
Yeah,
it's like one of those things that you can tell as soon as you see it. It's a
Oh
piece
yeah,
of shit.
I'll post it. I have it saved. I saved everything. I've got it. I'll put it on our
saved
Twitter.
everything.
What a digital hoarder.
Yeah. So old comedy joke where some comedian describes some horrible gig, and then at the end the next comedian goes, well, who books it, right? Old joke. This guy doesn't know this old joke, so Will asks, who books this? Travelocity? Funny.
Got him.
Got him.
Got him, coach.
Paul responds, I am a travel agent and a non-professional stand-up comedian. Well, I'll say, I
You
will.
are definitely both of those things.
I will.
I believe that's the first thing he said that I've been like right on.
Yes.
At least he
Yes.
said travel agent first.
Right?
He says, I will do all the bookings. It does not go through Travelocity or any other service. I personally negotiated these stand-up events with Royal Caribbean Management. So Tom says, this sounds like you're just scamming struggling comics into buying a cruise. To which Paul says, it is not a scan. He doesn't say scan. He
This
says
guy,
scan.
this guy sounds like Ricky Bobby's dad in that scene where he shows up in the classroom and he's like, I am a professional race car driver and an amateur porn actor.
Paul says, it's not a scan. I have set up large group events on cruises for the past 10 years, mostly dance cruises, but this is very legit. It's just a way for more non-professional comics to get some experience and enjoy a great cruise.
No, it's not. It's a way no, it's not. It's just a way for you to book more cruises because
It's a way.
drop the
It
big
seems like
deposit.
it was the only way for Paul to get this rate that he could afford to go
You're
on this
exactly
cruise.
right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
That's it. He's like, I got to get everybody on board so I can go on this
Because
cruise.
unfortunately, being a professional travel agent and an amateur comedian does not pay very well.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking, guys.
Yeah.
This happens right before Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And I assume tourism in early November, mid-November, has to be nothing because everybody's about to travel for Thanksgiving.
Right, yeah.
I think he's just trying to load up an empty spot.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's definitely
For
what he's
sure.
doing.
That's how I got the good rate.
And it's a cruise that goes down south, so it'll be warmer down there. It's like, yeah.
So everyone gets mad, obviously. And
pissed.
So Paul,
How would he do this to me?
Paul, I trusted now. So he posts, everyone, please calm down. This was set up for amateurs to perform on a cruise ship, have fun, and enjoy a great cruise. This has never been done before. Only professional comedians perform on a cruise ship. This has never been done before.
And will also never be done in the first place. Like,
Yeah.
the first one is not even going to get off the ground.
It's just
so,
going
like,
to be him doing bombing sets to people who are just walking
No, it's going to be
out.
him doing bombing sets to an empty room because the room is only allowing comics in there.
No, it'll just be
We're not
him.
going to fucking book this.
It's just him at the port trying to convince people to come on board because nobody wants to go.
He says, I book big groups on cruises all the time. The only difference with this is that it will specialize in amateur stand-up comedy.
The only
He's going to be
peop-
walking around to like 75-year-old Australian people. Like, you want to try comedy for the first time?
Yeah, you know who's
Yeah, I don't
still...
know about that.
Yeah, we was going to go down to the buffet. I didn't have time to go see, Richie the Sea on the boat.
Come here, mate.
Yeah, kabam.
You know how all of us always hit up our travel agents before planning our trips, right? Just like everyone still does in 2021.
Yeah, I don't book road tours until I get a hold of Stacy at First Flight Travel.
Rob says, hey, I'd love to talk to you about how you pulled this off. I got to be honest, it sounds like a nightmare to have to promote, but it's a cool, wild swing for sure.
That's good. He appreciates the effort.
He appreciates
the
the gumption.
effort.
No, it's not effort, it's gumption.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Paul says, it has taken me months of planning with the Royal Caribbean management. This type of cruise for amateur comedians has never been done before. He keeps stressing this point.
Months of him going like, please, I beg of you.
Here's the thing.
I
Hello.
could sell 10 more rooms.
Hello, Royal Caribbean, I have a terrible idea.
It's never been done before.
It is now the year 2021. If it hasn't been done yet, I'm starting to think it's probably because there's a reason that it shouldn't be done.
Well, Paul says to you about that, I just think people are hung up thinking that they will get paid to perform, and they're not looking at the bigger picture.
What's the bigger picture? What is it?
You get to fucking,
You
you know,
get to go
you get
to
to go right next to the placard of Neil Armstrong with first people to perform on a stand-up
But
ship
he
without
keeps
getting
talking
paid.
about us not seeing the point, whilst never mentioning what the point is.
Yeah.
This 5150 has me jacked.
Alex, the point is Cocoa Bay,
Oh, shit.
San Martin, Miami.
It's
Which,
really
you
just,
know what? If I want to do that, it's because I want to go on vacation, not because I want my vacation interrupted by a fucking open mic.
But here's the thing. Let's say you do all of this nonsense and then you go on there and like one of the people that runs Royal Caribbean happens to be at the mic and sees you and goes, hey, I want to hire you to perform on
won't.
our
I was going to
cruise ship."
say,
Is Paul going to just like cock block the shit out of that?
Oh, yeah.
No.
these are my
This is
guys.
my gig.
absolutely.
No, I think what he'll do is be like, no, you're not a comedian. You're not allowed in. Person who would actually book any of these people.
So Jonas asks, how much are you making? To which Paul responds, I am an amateur stand-up comedian and a travel consultant. I've worked my tail off for months with the management of Royal Caribbean.
So 10% of every cabin sold.
I am not getting paid as much as you think I am. Oh, okay.
So
that's-
10% of every cabin
So
sold.
he's still getting paid is the point.
Yeah. So he finishes up right before deleting this post. He said, hi, everyone. Many of you are taking my comedy open mic cruise the wrong way, and I am sorry for that. which is the classic like non-apology apology.
Well, earlier he did the everyone needs to calm down.
Yeah.
People are just
Yeah.
mocking you relentlessly. Hey guys, you need to calm down right now. I know you're all having the best time in the world, and I'm having the worst one. But could you please calm down?
Obviously, this guy is an amateur comedian because he had not yet experienced what it's like to drop a bad idea around comedians. Yeah, this was going to happen. There is nothing you can do to stop it. He walked up to a dam, kicked the fucking wall over, was like, "Why is the water coming out? This is crazy."
He says, "I will revise my flyer and take out the part that says that you can add cruise ship to your credits.
You're goddamn right.
I am not trying to deceive anyone. It's simply a cruise where amateur comedians can perform on a cruise ship, which has never been done before."
No, and by the way, that's not even fucking true.
Yeah,
That's not
definitely
even true.
It has
I went on a
100% been done.
I went on a Princess Cruise when I was like 11, and
Yeah.
they had a talent night.
Yeah.
And you know what my mom did? Stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what she did.
But they've never had a paid open mic.
And they still
right.
won't.
My
Well, I
mom
mean,
did
that
not.
you have to pay for.
My mom did not have to pay to get on the.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to defend my boy because you guys don't get big picture Paul here, okay? You don't see the bigger picture.
He's been working with Joe Menente for years trying to get this together.
You guys don't get the point. I'm not going to mention what the point is. I'm just going to mention that you all don't get it.
But yeah, he finishes up by saying, "If you are no interested, that's fine. But if you are interested, please instant message me." And then he deleted everything. So I
So
said-
you're saying we can still get on? This idea isn't dropped.
Hey,
it's just hidden.
We should start. Wait, we should start a GoFundMe. So
Give me his fucking number right now.
Call me crazy, but I have a feeling they still have cabins open.
Yeah.
It would literally just be me, you, and Carter, and we would have access to 140 hours of open mic time.
Well, let's prank call him.
Yeah, what if he's like a
Let's
stickler?
prank call one of these people.
I imagine Paul is real tight with the rules, and it's just the three of you show up, and you do the first open mic, and show up for the second one. He's just like, "Nope,
You guys already
you
got
already
up.
performed. You
Yeah.
did your 15."
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm doing an hour.
And you
Yeah.
would have gotten an hour-long cocktail hour if 16 comics had showed up. But because it's only 3 of you, you guys get a 9-minute cocktail hour. So drink up.
Yeah.
Now go sleep by the engine. People, about 15 friends, only get cabins.
Yeah. I wonder if we could get in steerage for cheaper.
Go to the deck and bark in an audience.
Oh, man. That was a very fun, bad idea to talk about.
That's the open mic cruise.
And now that's going on the top of my list now for possible worst jobs ever that could happen is like Barker for a comedy show on a cruise ship.
Well,
That's like the,
specifically
listen,
an
in some
open
ways-
mic.
In some ways, I kind of felt the same way about like the Chris Jericho wrestling on a cruise ship, where footing is not necessarily always steady, and these are guys who need balance. I feel the same way about that as this cruise ship. Like, okay, you know that thing you love? Come pay a lot of money to do the worst version of it.
Yeah.
Just the worst circumstances to do the thing that you love. But
at least with that, you're getting a show. You're getting something. You get to see a concert and a potentially dangerous wrestling show.
Until a cruise ship makes Juventud Guerrero, who's already botch heavy, go off the top rope and snap his neck on a fucking senton.
I was thinking it would be great if this actually went off without a hitch, except that the ship disappeared into the Bermuda Triangle. It's just one more thing, you know, and then the aliens take the ship away, and then 50 years later it gets deposited in the Gobi Desert.
Dude,
There's just a bunch of open micers
sell
walk
like
off.
30 fucking cruises to this, and watch like 9 of them get booked. And all of us just have to just eat our fucking dick.
Honestly, you should do a follow-up with this next year and see how many like spots got booked on this cruise.
Yeah, well, the comment I left, I said, "Don't go on this cruise, guys. I did it in 2019, and they just took us to an island where rich men hunted open micers for sport." There's so many funny ways that this could go, you know.
Oh my god.
We've got that. I was thinking it'd be funny if they get to Epstein's Island and all the sex perverts are like, "Ew, no, open micers, gross."
And the problem is comedians can't keep a secret.
It's true. Yeah. Oh, have you seen Epstein? It's like, stop talking about him.
Oh, they'd be Instagramming that shit as soon as they got there. Hashtag chilling with Eps.
Yeah. Rule 1: stop talking about Moloch. Don't go in the Sumerian temple we've built on the North Shore.